All right, so today we are going to have the marriage of earth, the Palo Santo, fire, and air, the smoke of air. Air is probably one of the most important elements for us. We can't live long without air, right? We can live somewhat without water, for a few days. Without food, we can live a while, but air, we need air to even just survive our next breath, right? So air, the smoke is here to help cleanse. When we call on the element of air, it's also for breath, right? So doing different types of breath work, and even just like blowing out things, right? So a way that I release is if I'm feeling a lot of emotions that feel heavy or getting in the way of what I want to do, in life or just that morning. I will take a big deep breath and imagine whatever that heaviness is as almost like black smoke, and really just blow it out forcefully and imagine that black smoke, that emotion, that thought, whatever it is, that fear, imagine it leaving. Breath work is really good for grounding as well, and for bringing your nervous system into a space of feeling safe, and calming your heart, calming your blood pressure. All of these things are really affected by our breathing. And a lot of times when we're in panic or sadness, depression, anxiety, all of these things will really like work us up into a state of panic, and then we can have panic attacks, and our heart is going and our body starts shaking, right? So I have had one panic attack my whole life, like a physical panic attack. I've had, times where I've been really like emotional about things or panicking inside my own brain, but like when my body literally started shaking and I had no control was way back, like this was 2008, I believe. Um, I There was something wrong with my body, and I kept going to doctors, and they kept misdiagnosing me, and putting me on pills that weren't helping anything, and yet I still had immense pain in my abdomen, and anytime I was peeing, it was just like fire, and they kept giving me pills that were supposed to take UTIs away, and it ended up not being a UTI. It ended up being a fistula, which I never even knew what a fistula was until I had one, where it was like there was a point where my bladder and my colon were fused together and they were emptying out into each other. And that was the pain I was feeling. And this was from diverticulitis of my colon. So big thing that these pills were not taking care of at all. And so with me going to the doctor every week, begging them like, please help me, the pills are doing nothing. I had a night where all of a sudden my heart started going, and my teeth started chattering, and my whole body was shaking, and I couldn't stop it. I was having a panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I was barely able to get breaths in. Like I literally thought I was dying, at this point. And I remembered breath work, and I remembered I just need to calm myself by breathing. And so I did the fourfold breath, which I'll teach it to you right now. It's very simple. You breathe in to the count of four, hold it to the count of four, breathe out to the count of four, hold it to the count of four. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. And so I did that while giving myself Reiki, while just really asking, help me. I don't know what's happening with my body. And it calmed me. It did. It took away the chattering and the shaking. And that was when I knew I need to become my biggest advocate, that so I went in to see my doctor urgently. I said, you need to get me in there. And I basically said, you need to get me in a machine so you can see what's going on inside my body. And so they did. They got me into an MRI, and literally like hours after my MRI, they called me and they said, we need you to get to the hospital ASAP, because they saw the fistula and they saw that I had a huge abscess in between the two organs. And if that burst, I could not be here. I could have easily died of sepsis. So, air, literally breathing, the thing that you are put on this earth to do, to allow yourself to live, is one of the most important elements to help calm and to just promote life. 100%. It's also good for clearing spaces, right? Like using the Palo Santo or sage or whatever, you want to burn, but it's good for, using smoke to clear out energy. Also, it helps for giving, I burn incense for my ancestors as offerings and for the universe, and also just out of happiness too. A lot of times what I've learned within ritual is I don't only do ritual when I want something, right? Like I do ritual of thanks, I do ritual of gratitude, I do ritual of connection to my ancestors, to the universe, to whatever I need to connect to. So, air is a very beautiful element and 100% needed. And definitely try that breath work the next time you're feeling, the heart rate or your mind racing, or you're needing to, go to bed and you can't get your mind to shut off. Try the fourfold breath and let me know how it goes. All right. Thank you guys.